In this real-side experience, I would find myself in a large recreational park-like area with another individual. There seemed to be a number of amusement rides and such scattered about, as I would see these from a distance. Large big dippers and this kind of thing. We were just sat on the grass, conversing about nothing in particular, and then some strange phenomena would occur. It was as though strange beams of energy were sent out from a location deeper in the park, beyond where we could see. These beams would cause strange holographic effects in the skies. They looked like faces and heads of individuals, though lacking detail to recognize who they represented. And then one of these beams of energy engulfed the individual I was with. He was unharmed and not in any distress, though alarmed naturally. The result of this was the formation of a replicated version of a part of his physical body, the torso, absent of the limbs and head. The energy beam released him, and as he picked up his replicated torso to examine it, all these individuals surged forward out of nowhere and wished to purchase it. They would haggle and compete with each other to claim this torso, and ultimately a woman would make the highest bid of $450 and secure it. She seemed pleased with her prize and went on her way. This was very likely just a verification of various cloning and holographic technology that the dark forces have at their disposal. For we are all aware that they are cloning people on the physical and the real side for the various reasons of deception that they have. Through real awareness and on the real side, we tend to be able to see through the creations of the dark forces, for they are not as adept at creating as the guides so expertly do, as they may think they are. Many times I have seen attempted replications of individuals that I know. Such replications, clones and duplicates are created by the dark forces to cause disruption, confusion, and to glean attention, agreement, and tap lines through. People have seen clones of Dwayne and the Real Guides on the real side also, but as ever, the dark forces can replicate the body of vehicles through holograms or cloning procedures, but they can't replicate the awareness that animates them, and always Dwayne and the Guides have an inimicable real awareness, being-isness sense about them that can't be duplicated. You either have that degree of awareness and are a demonstration of it on the real side, or you are not. And through your real awareness, you generally can see telltale flaws in their designs, which indicate them as a dark force attempted mimicry. Their creations and replicas will seem unfinished, look malformed, or on occasion be lacking faces or looking very crude, like cartoon drawings or paintings made by unskilled artists, though to the personal self, without the added perceptual abilities of the all-seeing real awareness, they would undoubtedly look very impressive and genuine. The real awareness oversees all creation, and the more we stand in and recognize our real awareness, the more we can discern deception on the real side in all its forms, from the intent of individuals to the actuality of creations behind any presented, marketed front. For the personal self rather sits in the creational bubbles of these ideas and illusionary created phenomena, and can't see beyond the surface of them. A creational realm of illusion, perpetuated through agreement, consciously and predominantly subconsciously, that even if we consciously wake up to what's really going on in the world, the subconscious agreements remain and keep us locked in the illusions of deception that have been marketed to us for millions of lifetimes and claimed our agreements. For the personal self is designed that, however we program it, or however it is programmed, in other words, what we decide to agree with through it, will project our cause and effect realities based on the specifics of the programming. So, if we sit in our personal selves, we can only see and be what the body vehicle has been programmed to project. And based on the millions of lifetimes of agreements that make up its created consciousness, all the strands of programming that make up our projections individually and collectively, we surely must be experiencing an almighty distortion of ideas, considering that the overall nature of the agreements lie with the reptilians and their control agendas. But stepping into the real awareness has us more so able to step aside from creation, the personal self, and despite the subconscious agreements and programming the personal self has received, we can see things for what they actually are. We can see the creations of the simulator and the created, ill-intended ideas that they stem from, without being lost in the illusion of them, and less able to see through them, demonstrated to us on the real side as flawed and distorted constructions, with the ill-intended creators of them very apparent in their intent by their appearances also. Everything equals itself and demonstrates itself, and individuals will look as twisted as the foul intents that they have decided upon, if seen on the real side with our real awareness. Duane once put it like this: instead of just seeing the front of the shop and the gleaming shop counter with its nicely packaged products, we should endeavour to look in the back rooms where the products are prepared, and we can see then what's really going on. In this experience then, maybe again, I was seeing the flawed designs of the dark forces through my real awareness. Some attempted cloning that was unfinished to the discernment of my real awareness, but clones that seemed very fine to all the individuals in this experience, who seemed to want to purchase them for whatever reasons they had. Or maybe the technology worked as intended. Perhaps only the most favourable parts of the body vehicles were cloned, almost like the prime parts of cattle, absent of the legs and head, for it was only the torso of my companion that was replicated. Reptilians and other alien species do eat humans, and there have been endless reports throughout the alternative media of abductees reporting their experiences of witnessing these human cattle markets with torsos dangling from hooks, etc. Perhaps this is just another aspect of this human cattle market. For if there is a scarcity in regards to food and sustenance, then cloning would offer a solution, or at least an added additional source. And all these individuals in the experience purchasing the replicated torso, well, they would represent the various aliens who indeed partake in such consumption of humans. And the other aspect of the experience was of a holographic nature. Again, technology we are well familiar with, and technology probably more advanced than we are aware of also, ready to be rolled out for mass deception purposes. Everything from fake UFOs in the sky to the return of Jesus in the clouds, whatever is necessary to seize attention and focus, to claim agreement therefore, and secure tap lines, and keep people locked into cause and effect, and a continuation of their unconscious lifetimes of slavery positions in the restriction that is creation.